Alright guys, so we're in section 2, and we're talking about adding integers. So integers we know are both positive and negative, so some different rules come up. In the text they talk about a couple different ways of doing this. They talk about heaps and holes and color tiles to manipulate the positive numbers and the negative numbers. The adding of two integers that are the same should be somewhat typical, normal for us. So if I have 5 plus 3, I know the answer is 8. When I have negative numbers and they're the same, so negative 5 plus negative 3, I add the numbers up and I keep the same sign. And so there's some rules here that go along with adding integers that have the same sign. But again, if we think money, if I'm adding, I have $5 and I'm going to add $3 more, I have $8. If I owe someone 5 and then now I also owe someone 3, I owe 8. So it's negative 5 plus negative 3. They also have the rules for when you're adding integers and the signs are different. And so here on page 26 they have we're actually going to subtract the numbers. So if there's an addition sign in the center and we have one positive number and one negative number, then we are looking at subtracting the numbers and taking the sign of the larger value. The larger absolute value is what they'll say here. So I have a negative 8 plus 3. I'm going to subtract the normal numbers, the 8 and the 3, and get 5. But it's going to be negative because the negative 8 is a bigger absolute value than the 3. And so we'll see some problems in the homework that'll reflect that. So just a couple problems to look at, and I'm going to do a supplement for this one. So like number 1. So if I have negative 56 plus negative 36, the signs are the same. So I just add the numbers up and keep the same sign. So I'd add those numbers up and keep the same sign. Next one I want to look at is number 8. So in number 8, the signs are different. So I'm going to subtract these numbers and then take the sign of the larger. So if I look at the negative 17 and 15, and if I were to take the absolute value of each one, which one is larger? So whichever one is larger is the one that my final answer's sign is going to be. So again, the signs are different. So I subtract the numbers just like normal. Don't worry about signs right now. So I get 17 minus 15 is 2. But then my final answer should be negative because this absolute value of negative 17 is the largest value. So in something like this I would get a negative 2. And I'll work that one out just to kind of show you how it's set up. And then the last one I want to look at, they have some heaps and holes problems and tiles. Again, just an approach to adding integers. And on this one they talk about, if someone was gambling and they won 20 then lost 30. Well, that means you're still in the hole, right? And so we're looking at saying they are behind. So behind means that they are negative, ahead means that they are ahead, positive. And so they have a couple different scenarios for you to figure out. Again, make sure you're not putting a positive or negative number here. You're just putting ahead or behind to account for the positive or negative value.